that would have been a huge turning point for me, where I now started looking at things, because remember, this was also the time when things were not working out with our project for my music.
Yeah.
We were still struggling, and even these other things that I was doing, as much as, yes, I was making a bit of money here and there, they were more for the passion. And at that point, while I was having fun doing them, there was no clear direction yet where I wanted to go. Because remember, initially, I'd wished to become the David Mureithi. But I didn't have the money to be able to pull such moves. So all I could do was to be like a smaller guy too, you know. So it really hit me badly. And I remember my sis was in a bikers group without riding a bike. The love I saw at my sister's wedding. And
Wedding?
Sorry, not wedding.
A funeral.
Funeral.
Okay.
And that time, she was working for Nation Media Group. She used to write for True Love and Drum magazine. Like full-time
Proper
job.
writer, yeah.
Full-time job. Like I used to go to her office, to her desk at Nation Media Group. The love I saw at her funeral, and this guy doesn't know this, but he may have had a big hand in pushing me to just continue in the industry. This guy organized for the bikers. Like, we were going for my sister's funeral and there were motorbikes just, you know, like leading the way. They were dressed in a certain way. They were there, nini. And it was a major thing. This was Big Ted. I don't think he knows the effect he had on me on that day. And luckily also, I had strong people around me, my friends around me, who they helped me get through it. And of course, Bandsoft. There's one guy and this guy has been like my best friend for years. And we met in 2006. Sorry, we met in 1996. No, wait. Yes, we met in 1996 when we had both cleared school.
Just hold on, excuse me. Okay, sir. Okay, go on.
This guy is called Ken Sara. He's like my best friend. He was even the best man at my wedding, and I was on his lineup. And the day I realized what this guy means to me is that day when I was told my sis had passed on. He's one of the first guys I called. When we went to the mortuary, I was the strong guy. When my sis now joined us at the mortuary, my younger sis, my younger bro, my dad came to the mortuary. I was the strong guy. When Ken walked in, I broke down. And for me, what that signified was...
someone can be...
Yes.
I can be weak in front, somebody else can carry me.
I don't think he even knows what that moment meant for me. And up to today, he's that guy who, like, in the middle of anything, I can call. And he'll show up for me. My point here being, outside of the industry, outside of work, there's a circle that you need to. And what maybe I haven't mentioned, by this time, me and Big Ted had developed an Aka bond, because when I was working for them, around that time, when I was there KYM, when they were running Shilton, we were living in Buru, and Big Ted was also living in Buru. There's and this he has never forgiven me for, there's a chick we both saw.
But you snooze, you lose.
Yes.
And homie was in a coma.
Yeah. And he keeps on reminding me about it. But we created a good bond that time. So for me, even if Big Ted was in the industry, he's also someone who I could look at as outside of the industry. So yeah, so that was my 2005, and this happened. So this was a dark Q3 of the year. Then I think now later on in Q4, I just started getting back.
Yani, it's so important. First and foremost, thank you so much for sharing that. You didn't need to, but I know you've shared it so that other people can help other people. It's Doris Mayoli in her CTA says, God doesn't waste pain, use your pain to help others not go through the same or get out of their own pain. Number two, which is so important for me, people don't understand how difficult the industry was then as compared to now. Corporate Kenya money was not in the way it is right now. You know, people can look at Corona and what's happening now, or look at the music industry and say, I miss a party chance. There was no internet. There was no direct connection to the audience as a content creator. You had to go through middlemen, aka radio stations, media stations, all of these other things to get these things. It was extremely difficult. You get? But I love the fact that you were honest enough and said, by the way, imagine me, I want to give up. You get? Hikitu, by the way, it's not making money, it's not making sense. It's my love and my dream and my passion. You got to that breaking point. But better yet, and to just stop my long conversation, better yet, you overcame it. And that's why you're seated here now. We're only in 2005 and we've been talking for like 6 hours. And to suppose I want you to eat, you've got to eat some food. Na tutaendelea.
Sawa.